Would you ever risk your child's life? Some parents risk their child's life every single day and don't even realize it. The safety and well-being of this country's youth is pretty high on the priority list. With millions of babies being born each year, the chances of you knowing somebody that's having a baby or that's had a baby or even having a little one of your own is pretty high. Bed sharing with an infant has been somewhat swept under the rug despite all of the dangers of bed sharing. Room sharing is a good, safe alternative to bed sharing for the parents and the little one. I'm going to break down the importance of this issue by illustrating sudden infant death syndrome, which is SIDS, the dangers of bed sharing, and why room sharing is a good, safe alternative to bed sharing and prevention of SIDS. Ways to reduce the risk of SIDS states that the leading cause of deaths between 1 month and 12 months is SIDS. Although there has not been an exact cause pinpointed yet, there are many ways to reduce the risk of SIDS. Most of the risk factors are retaining to the baby's sleeping conditions, such as what materials the baby is sleeping with, such as like a blanket or pillow, how the infant is sleeping, so on its tummy or on its back, who the infant is sleeping with, and where the infant is sleeping. Which is where bed sharing comes into play because it's throwing up so many red flags for all these dangerous and life-threatening sleeping conditions. Medical news today claims sleeping on the same surface, such as a bed, sofa, or chair, is known as bed sharing. According to a 2013 study from the National Institute of Health, the percentage of infants who bed share with a parent or another caregiver went up from 6.5% to 13.5% between 1993 and 2010. Both the U.S. Consumer Pediatric Safety Commission and the American Academy of Pediatrics, otherwise known as the AAP, are strongly against bed sharing with infants. A March of Dimes article states there are many risk factors when an infant is sleeping in a bed, such as falling off the bed, getting stuck between the bed frame and the wall, getting trapped in the bed frame, being suffocated by pillows, blankets, or by laying face down, along with having someone roll on top of them. The baby also should never sleep in a bouncy seat or in a swing or anything alike. Medical News Today earlier this year reported on a study from the AAP citing bed sharing as a primary cause of sudden infant death syndrome, which is the leading cause of deaths in infants. From 2004 and 2012, among 8,207 infants deaths from the only 24 U.S. states, 69% of those deaths of infants were bed sharing at their time of death. That is nearly 5,663 infants lost because they were sleeping in bed with their parents. So why are parents continuing to risk their infant's life with such a good alternative as room sharing? According to the AAP, for the first year of the infant's life, it is critical for the infant to share a room with the infant's parents, but especially for the first 6 months. The infant should always sleep in a crib by him or herself with only a tight-fitted sheet on a firm mattress. So you can see there's no bumpers, pillows, or blankets or anything like that. Sharing a room reduces SIDS up to 50%. So just sharing a room with your baby, having its crib right next to you, reduces that risk up to 50%. The infant will typically sleep more soundly when in the same room as a parent, since they are able to smell and sense you. Room sharing also promotes the capability of observing the little one in real time, just as easy, if not easier, than observing them through a baby monitor. Along with room sharing promoting a secure feeling, it also promotes breastfeeding. A CNN news article states, sleeping in the same room as an infant will make it easier to breastfeed and make feeding more frequent. Breastfeeding more frequently helps the little one sleep better, and it actually reduces the risk of SIDS too. The infant will not only feel more safe, but it will be more safe, and it reduces the risk of SIDS while in the same room as its parents. Bed sharing has been somewhat swept under the rug, despite all of the dangers that we just went over. Room sharing is a good, safe alternative to bed sharing for the parents and the little one, promoting safety, and it reduces SIDS. SIDS affects over 8,000 infants in 1 year, with 5,200 of those they were bed sharing at the time of their death. Bed sharing is not safe for an infant in any situation, but room sharing can be a great way to reduce the number of SIDS cases. This is a no-brainer for most people. Why put the baby at risk? You will still get that amazing bond with your baby, whether they're on the side of your bed, in their crib, or not. They will get that amazing bond. Personally, my baby will never sleep in bed with me. Don't make the mistake like others have in the past. Love your baby, don't sleep with it.